Good morning, everybody. So, as we know, we are studying now importance of pH in everyday life. So, we already discussed so many things under this importance of pH in everyday life. Like yesterday, we discussed pH in our digestive system. Same way, pH as the cause of tooth decay. If you are not maintaining the pH of our mouth properly, how it will be impact on mouth, like what teeth which is present inside the mouth. That is what we discussed. Same way, how the plants and animals are like for the survival, for the growth, and as well as survival of animals, how the pH is important in their life. With the example, we discuss everything. So, like how the pH of a soil will influence the growth of a plant, and if the soil is too acidic, what we have to take. If the soil is too basic, what we have to take. And same way, the pH for survival of animals. We have known already studied yesterday. Our body works well within a narrow pH range of what is the average pH range, everybody? 7 to 7.8. So, due to some reasons, if this pH range gets disturbed in the body of a person, then it may cause us to so many changes in their daily process. So, like you know that fishes or aquatic animals, if their pH is changes because of industrial waters or acid rains or some other XYZ reasons, if their pH is keep on decreasing. That is what when we can say acid rain. If the pH of a water is about how much? All of you? The pH of
5.6.
water is around 5.6. Then that is what we used to call acid rain. So whenever the acid rains will comes, or else untreated industrial wastage is deposited in the water bodies, the pH of the water bodies is reduced so that acidity will increase or decreases. pH is reducing. So acidic nature will increase or decreases. Everybody? Acidic nature will increases. So it will cause us, even may kill all the aquatic animals. So that is why to neutralize the water bodies, so frequently we people will add what, guys? Will spray some kind of compound. What is that compound? All of you?
Calcium
Calcium
carbonate.
carbonate. So CaCO3. So calcium carbonate is the one we will add, which is a basic in nature to neutralize the acidified water. So like this, so many importances we have, and we studied everything. When the land is acidic, soil is acidic, what we have to add. If the soil is basic, what we have to add and all. So the next one is self-protection in animals and plants through chemical warfare. So that is what is the most important one in this all among all this pH one. So let us discuss now. So we all see that many animals and as well as plants in our surroundings, uh, to escape from the predators. So themselves they have been created a security system with the help of some kind of chemicals. So if any kind of predators or animals will attack that, so before they may be killed by them or not is a secondary, but definitely they will defend. They will fight against to the predators with their chemicals. What they're having a special chemicals. That is what we will say chemical warfare. That is only we can say self-protection. So let us discuss now. Many animals and plants protect themselves from their enemies by just injecting this painful and irritating acids, and as well as bases into their skin. So some animals will be like acids they will inject, or maybe some bases also. So of course we'll discuss. So as soon as these are plants or animals, if they're injecting these chemicals, like maybe acids or bases, immediately it will cause us what? Is more pain. So you might be all experienced a pain of honeybee bite. Do you remember anybody? Anyone of you expecting? Anyone have you experienced it? So it will be as soon as it is injected by these animals, it will be very, very painful, and as well as it is very, very irritating. So once it is irritated, so painful, so that is what we used to say, fighting against to the enemies or predators, we used to say. So for if you take honeybees, so this is the most popular one. So mostly, most of you are experienced at least once in your life. Am I correct, everybody? So honeybee stings, you can see, stings a person. If someone is disturbed is a honeybee, understanding? So then as soon as if you disturb, they will come and they will bite on our skin. They will sting a person's skin, and they will insect a, they will actually inject immediately an acid. So that is what you have to remember. So acidic liquid. So that is the reason it is very painful, and even which will cause us more pain. Too much we cannot even bear. You can see immense pain and as well as irritation. So as soon as it is like into the skin, so that it will eject some amount of acid. So that is only causes more kind of like pain. We cannot like will even some people will cry also. So that much pain will come. In that also big honeybees will bite, even sting, even it may leads to death case also. So many will bite, it may leads to death. So that is what immense pain and as well as irritation. So if you notice like here, so if the bee, if you take like this honey bee stings, immediately as it is injecting the acidic liquid, so that to neutralize it, immediately we have to rubbing with a what? What is the treatment for this one? All of you. So we have to add what? Base or acid? Again, it is injecting the acid. So that we have to treatment with what? We have to treat it with the
It's
base. Immediately we have to rubbing a then we have to rubbing a mild base. So if you take mild base like baking soda, what is the scientific name of baking soda? Anybody?
sodium hydrogen
Sodium
carbonate.
hydrogen carbonate. So understanding? So immediately rubbing a mild base like baking soda on stung area. So immediately we'll get relief. So that is how we have to do it. So because if you take baking soda is a basic in nature, understanding baking soda, please write correctly. Baking soda is a basic in nature, and honeybee is injecting what, guys? Acidic one. So that both are neutralized. So you will get immediate relief from that. Do you all understand what I'm saying? Everybody clear? Right. That is what you have to remember. So being a base, baking soda neutralize the acidic liquid which is injected by the bee stings, and it will cancels its effect. That is what you can get relief. Yeah, Hasini, we can use our toothpaste also. Hasini is saying, sir, can we apply the toothpaste? Yes, of course. But compared to the toothpaste, baking soda will give you like more fast relief. That is the reason we will use. Okay, ma? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now if you notice it here, so then what acid is this? That is what is that? So remember, honeybees, they were injecting the acid, which is well known for us. That is what we used to say, methanoic acid. What is the acid injected by them? Everybody?
Methanoic acid.
Yes, that is what. Clear? So next, we all people knows like honeybees, wasp will be present. Have you noticed it? Tamil, what we used to say, Harish? Wasp. It's not a honeybee. It looks like a honeybee, but it is not a honeybee. Like similar to that, it will be fly also. Yes, everybody? We used to say wasp. Okay. So this wasp is even more dangerous than honeybees. See, its sting is like more even powerful than. So if you notice it, if anybody has a person, understanding, a person is stung by wasp, if you have noticed it, then immediately we have to treat it with a mild acid we have to use, like mild acid, like vinegar. So vinegar contained what acid, everybody? Yes, please.
Acetic acid.
Acetic acid is rubbed on the surface, rubbed on the affected part of the skin to get relief. To get relief means in the sense of the wasp sting contains what, guys? Base or acid?
Base.
Base. That is what, because the wasp sting secretes the alkaline liquid or basic liquid. Please remember, wasp which will secreting the alkaline liquid into the sting. Understanding? So that is why, what is the treatment for this one? All of you. So it will secrete alkaline liquid. That is why we have to treat it with what? All of you? A mild
Acid.
acid, which is like, what is that? All of you? Acetic acid.
Vinegar.
So again, same thing. So wherever the stung area, you have to rub with this acetic acid so that it will get relief. Is it okay, guys? Everybody? Yes, please. All of you. So all of you remember bee sting or honey bee sting, which will inject acid so that we have to treat with a mild base like baking soda. And wasp sting will secrete alkaline liquid so that we have to treat it with a mild acid. Like what, guys? All of you.
Acetic.
Yes. Acetic acid. That is what you have to remember. Is it okay, guys? Everybody? All of you? So being acidic, even if you take our all people are experienced ant bite. Maybe honey bite, honeybee sting may not, but ant you might be all 100% affected. Am I correct, everybody? Yes, please. So ants also, you might be notice it will cause us very painful. Mainly the red ants. When the red ants will bite, it will be very painful. Am I right, everybody? So this ant also, understanding? So ants sting also, it will secrete what acid? Everybody? Yes, please. Methanoic
Methanoic
acid
acid.
into the skin of a person. So it is also causes burning pain. Of course, some ants, it will release us formic acid also. So somebody is saying that is also. Mr. Vijay is saying, yes, Mr. Vijay. So methanoic acid or even ant sting, we can say formic acid also. So both they are secreting acid. So that immediately we have to treat with what, guys? What is the treatment for this? All of you?
Base.
Yes,
Base.
base. That is what we have to remember. Is it okay, guys? All of you? That is basically we have to treatment with the base only. Now, if you take this is what about animals basically we'll see. Of course, if you consider the snake, sir, if the snake will bite, why, sir, it may causes death for us? Similar thing. It will inject a certain kind of substances into our body where our body pH will change. So that is only causes to even the death. That is what we used to call basically a death of a person. Snakes and all, whatever it is, everything they'll be also the house or it will cause us death because of snake bites and all, because they will change the substances released by them is just impact on our pH change. The body pH will change, so that automatically it will leads to the death. Do you all understand, everybody? All of you? So now, like that, if you take same way, plants, if you see, many plants also is very dangerous for us. So mainly you might be noticed because you are not in the villages, so you might be not noticed. but I used to notice in my daily life. So you people will be even surprising when I'm in childhood, you don't know. So if you want to irritate our friends, when we go for restroom, because for us open restrooms, there is no kind of things. We used to go under the trees and all, like big tamarind trees and all, even up to my 10th class. So when we go there, we used to find a certain kind of leaves, which is like normal plants, like grown by, not by cultivating, just normal plants. We can find it in a like forest areas and all. So the plant name, like, which will basically grows by itself. So that plant we used to call it as nettle plant. So if you take this nettle, understanding, nettle plant is one of the most important plant. If you want to irritate your friends or somebody's like continuously by itching, so just this plant leaf, if you take it carefully and if you just rub on the surface of your skin, immediately it will causes more and more itching. So continuously it will be like, very, very painful. We cannot able to sit in a one place. We used to do this thing so many, but now you people cannot find it here and there. But definitely this plant is one of the plant which most we people are used to experience when we are in a childhood. So nettle plant, basically it's herbaceous plants. That is what the family, herbaceous family. So basically grows in a forest regions or forest areas. So basically this plant, if you notice it, how it will be there means, including the leaves and stem and all. So it will be having a hair-like structure. Understand all of you? So it will be having a hair-like structure. So if you take, for example, this is the leaf. So the leaf is having a hair-like structure. Have you noticed that some brinjal is having the hair like a stings, like all of you? Brinjal, you might be
Yes, sir.
experienced. Yes or no, guys? Similar way it is having. Understanding? Like a small, what we can say that nails like structure. So these things are actually, that is what we used to say, containing hair-like structures. So they are only basically containing these acid substances. So as soon as, if accidentally or intentionally, if a person is touches these leaves of the nettle plant, all of you remember, then it will immediately release, again same, it will release as methanoic acid into the person's bodies. Do you all understand, everybody? All of you? So immediately it will releases the methanoic acid. So that is why, again, it is treated by, suppose if you are near to your home, you can treat it by what? Rubbing the affected portion of the skin with what? Treatment.
Base.
Yeah,
Baking soda.
treatment with the base. That is what we used to call as, again, what soda? Baking
Baking
soda.
soda.
So that is what you have to remember. Understand, everybody? Yes? All of you? That is. Or, sir, what is a traditional remedy? Suppose you are in a deep forest, you don't have a baking soda. Then what else, sir? How to get relief from this? So nature is having always remedies for all the problems. So the traditional method for this nettle plants to get relief from this traditional method. So how it is possible? Really, it will be surprising for you people. So wherever this nettle plant will grows near to that areas, all of you remember, in the surroundings only, you'll be finding a plant name called as dog plant. What is to call, everybody? Dog plant. Understand? So which is often grows just besides the nettle plant in the wildlife or forest, wherever it is. So it's like, that is the nature's gift, you can imagine. So if you don't have a baking soda, then you can see, find out the dog plants which will grows near to the nettle plant, and the leaves of dog plant, basically the leaves contains base. So just take out that leaves and apply the skin area wherever it is touched and it is getting painful. So immediately it will be neutralizes this methanoic acid, which is secreted by nettle plant. Do you all understand, everybody? So like that it will be neutralized and we people will get immediate relief. Do you all understand, all of you? Please respond, guys. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that is what you have to remember it. Okay. So you might be see that it will be like a thorns. Thorns, you know, correct. Some plants is having thorns to escape from the predators. Yes or no? So like that only like a hair-like structures will be present. So that is only we used to called as nettle plant. So like this, so many animals and as well as plants, they'll be having so many chemicals when as soon as if you are touching or if they will feel like it is basically they are having a problem or they are having any kind of risk in their life from the predators or other enemies, so immediately they will start injecting these kind of chemicals into their a person's body. So that is how basically they will escape. So these are the things, self-defense by animals and plants through chemical warfare. So this is what you people are having. So now, of course, one more thing is there. So that is also, let us finish it and then only we'll proceed. So next one is regaining of shine of tarnished copper articles. So you might be all notice it every Pongal time or Diwali time. I think in Andhra, every Pongal time, whole house we people will clean and we will change everything like all the doormats, everything, this, that, and all XYZ. But in Tamil Nadu culture, I think for Diwali, we people will mostly replace all the items in our house. Am I correct, everybody? And by the time, I think you will wash all the utensils, everything which is coming from your ancestors or your forefathers, whatever the big, like copper bowls, copper utensils and all, whatever you are receiving, you people will just wash it during the Diwali time. Am I correct? Please respond, guys. All of you. Yes, please. Yeah. So if you notice it, of course, even if you go to the some hotels and all, they'll supply everything in the form of copper bowls, copper plates and all. Have you noticed it that copper particles and all, they will be like copper articles, whatever you have taken bowls and all, articles we used to say. So they will turns into a green in color. Have you noticed, all of you? Yes, please. Light greenish color, like we can say pachi in Tamil and Telugu, whatever it is. Like they'll becomes green due to the formation of corrosion. Do you remember, all of you? Corrosion was chapter 1 I had taught you or not?
Yes, sir.
So due to the formation of, yeah. So corrosion of copper articles we have studied already. So due to the formation of basic copper carbonate, so basically, that is only the formula. Chapter 1. Anybody can remember the formula? Harish? CuCO3 dot CuOH twice. Yeah. So it will turns into, because of formation of this one, it will turns into tarnished. Tarnished means shining will be gone. So it will becomes dull in appearance. So that is why we are regaining of shine of tarnished copper article. So tarnished means becomes dull in appearance because of what it forms, everybody. Because of formation of what? Basic copper carbonate. Do you all understand, all of you? So that is why you can see, guys, your houses, ask your grandparents or your mother and all to obtain the shining nature back. They will treat it with something. Can anybody guess what it is? They will, while rubbing, they won't rub with a normal soap or a shampoo or something to clean it. They will add some other thing. Anyone? Anybody can guess? All of you?
Calcium hydroxide.
Yes, not calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is also base only, correct, mister? Who said that? Again, base only. How it will be? Yes, Harisaras. Your
I think
advertisement you see, Mr. Harisaras, while you are watching the advertisement, you might be get one advertisement dishwash. What is that? Noor lemons power. 100 lemons power. Have you remembered? All of you? Yes, please. For the easy removing of stains, advertisement they will say use this Vim bar, Vim gel, over drop, one drop will clean the 100 vessels and all. Like that they will speak in advertisement. Do you all remember, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So why they're saying that lemon, lemon, lemon? This is the reason. So we people, you might be notice it. Ask your grandparents if they are. If my guess is true, most of the grandparents from their olden days, they used to clean these copper bowls and all with a tamarind. You might be notice it. Tamarind they will take for cleaning the copper vessels and all because tamarind contains what acid?
Tartaric acid.
Tartaric acid.
So, and you see, if you wash the bowls with the tamarind, definitely the bowls will appear to be shining in nature. That is the reason. Because to neutralize the basic copper carbonate and clean the surface. Or else, we have to regaining, that is what, the shining appearance, for regaining the shining appearance. So we have to treat it with what, guys? Treat with acidic substances. Okay, acidic substances like if you take lemon juice, okay, so or you can treat it with vinegar. So what will happen, everybody? Which will neutralizes the what? Which neutralize the what base? Neutralize the basic copper carbonate. Understand, all of you? Please respond. Basic copper carbonate. It will neutralize the basic copper carbonate and clean the surface. That is what you have to remember. Clear, everybody? So this is what the importance of pH in your everyday life. So you have to remember all these things. It's very, very important. So now, I hope you already completed till here. Anybody having any doubt, please kindly let me know. Understand, guys? All of you? Yes? Mr. Omar, Arun Kailash, Johan, all 20 minutes late. I don't know what is happening. Mr. Omar, can you hear me? Shall we start now? Completed this till here. Omar, I'm calling you only. You said you will respond. Mr. Kaushik, good morning, sir. Late. Always late. Arun Kailash late. Kaushik late. I don't know, Arun. Completed till here, everybody. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So finish it fastly.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, if you see, that is the reason I told yesterday by reading the textbook, you find one more new things. Crystalline form of calcium phosphate. So what is that? Everybody, teeth. Crystalline form of calcium phosphate. You found it or not in the book? Yes or no?
Yes.
That is what? Calcium hydroxyapatite. I forgot it, but Mitakshri remind me. So because she is reading, others are not reading. That is what. So of course, so many of you read. I know that. So but you have to remember that. So basically, it is insoluble in water, but it is corroded when the mouth pH is comes how much, guys? Below
5.5.
below 5. That is what you have to remember it. Okay. So now, so last thing also we finished it. Now you can see. Of course, today you can read. So bee stings leaves an acid which will causes pain and irritation. So that is all. Everything is okay. So they mentioned here they will inject what stinging hair of nettle leaves and they will insert what acid? Nettle plant, retinoic acid. So this is the basically the nettle plant. Nature provides neutralization options. They have mentioned here. So to get natural, like normal treatment in the nettle plant. So we have to treat it with what plant? Everybody, a traditional remedy. A traditional remedy is rubbing with the what plant? Dog plant. So which will be having a basic substances so that it will neutralize this automatically. Is it okay, everybody? Clear, all of you? So that is what you have to remember it. Now, they are saying one tabular column, some naturally occurring acids, that is what vinegar contains what acid? Acetic acid. Orange contains citric acid. Tamarind contains what? Tartaric acid. Tomato contains oxalic acid. Sour milk or curd contains what? Lactic acid. Lemon, citric acid. Antisting, that is what here. Antisting contains what? Everybody.
Methanoic acid.
Methanoic acid.
Methanoic acid.
Okay. And last one, Nettle string contains also what? Methanoic acid. That is what you have to remember. Okay. If your speakers are not good, it's not necessary to disturb the class. Please rectify that. Okay. That is what. Now, so first MCQ. So sorry, first in-text question. I hope you all people already answered this. Am I correct, everybody? Yes.
Sir.
All of you? Yes, please. If you are all ready, you can make it. So, remember, even ant sting also contains, some ants also contains the formic acid also. But according to your NCERT book, if they ask you, ant sting contains what? You write it?
Methanoic acid.
Methanoic acid. So might be noticed, have you noticed that the red color ants very big in size? Basically in mango trees and all it will be there like this. Have you checked it? Yeah, these things mainly wood ants we used to say. So these wood ants basically they'll secrete the formic acid. And normal ants like small red ants and all. So what we are finding in daily life, they'll secrete the methanoic acid only. Mainly the wood ants to escape from the predators. This is very painful even. Mainly we'll find in mango trees and all during this crops when we are getting the mangoes and all. So that is what you have to remember. So this is what everything regarding the acid sources and all. So you should learn. Of course, I have given you more than this. So that is also you should learn. Am I correct, everybody? Am I given or not already? All of you? Yes, please. That is what. Next. So we have two solutions, A and B. Let me see that in text questions. So I hope you already finished. Anybody tried already? No? So how to answer is very important, guys. So if you notice it here, so they are saying that, observe, very important question this one. So you have two solutions, A and B. The pH of solution A is 6 and pH of solution B is 8. So we can identify solution A is a what, guys? 6 means it is acid or base? Acid. And pH of solution is 8, so that we can say it is a what?
Base.
So which solution has more hydrogen ion concentration? Which of this is acidic and which one is in basic? So we can say that yes. So for solution A, if you have taken, what is the pH, everybody? The pH is equal to how much?
6.
Yeah, 6. So that H plus ion concentration, who is having? We all knows that pH value increasing. pH value increasing. H plus ion concentration decreases. Opposite. So pH is 6 and pH is 8. So who is having more H plus ion concentration? Everybody? Yes. All of you, pH 6. So solution A have more H plus ion concentration and it will be which one? Acidic solution or basic solution? Acidic solution.
Acidic.
Because pH is what? pH is less than 7. And B is a what? Basic solution. Because pH is what? pH is
More than 7.
okay. So that is what you have to remember it. So that's all it is. Next, what effect does the concentration of H plus ions have on the nature of the solution? What effect it will be? Everybody, what effect does the concentration of H plus ions? All of you. H plus ions have on the nature of the solution. So we all knows that higher the concentration of the H plus ion, stronger will be the acid or weaker will be the acid. Weak acid or strong acid? Yes, please.
Strong
H
acid.
concentration increases. That is what? Write it. The acidic strength is directly proportional to the acidic strength is directly proportional to the acidic strength is directly proportional to the concentration of H plus ions. Concentration of H plus ions. Write neatly. Very important.